Hi there. So back on the boat this morning, and as you can see, it's a real beautiful day here in sunny England. Sort of springtime, obviously. So yeah, sun's sort of starting to shine. Things are starting to warm up. So yeah, whole different experience being on the boat. So yeah, just here today, just to sort of check up on the boat. I've been spending the last sort of few weeks or couple of months, I suppose, in general, is just moving, getting it closer to home, as I keep saying. I do now have the boat booked in for the 10th of June for a hull survey and blacking. So it was a bit of a catch-22 situation, to be honest, because for the dry dock and blacking, worked out to be £300 cheaper than just having the boat docked, say, for a survey. So I've got the survey booked and the blacking all on the same day. So fingers crossed that the survey is okay and there's no major issues. Get the boat blacked, and that will be great. So that's at Tootley's boatyard in Banbury. It's one of the oldest boatyards still in operation, I believe. So bit of history there as well. So yeah, it's quite congested around there. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a trick getting it in there, but I'm sure it's doable, obviously. But yeah, we'll see how we go. So I'll just give everyone a quick walk through the boat as of how we are now. So just starting off from the bow, just into what was the bedroom area. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty messy, chaotic. Stuff still needs to be moved off the boat. I've kind of removed some of the walls there. Sorry, a boat's just gone past and caused a bit of a wash. So yeah, there's the sort of, you see a hole and the woodwork from sort of like separating the bedroom from the bathroom area. So as you can see, this wood is pretty well rotten. So that will be coming out. Yeah, there's a hole there. So really, that just all fell off. That was just the damp that was in the wood, basically, or the hardboard, as it looks to be. So yeah, I was going to have a look today actually to see if I could make any real temporary repairs to the leak, as it's a nice dry day. So the bathroom area, that's where the boiler was, and that's the flue going up there at the roof. Again, more kind of wood, sort of wet. We've got the sort of exposed metal here, or steel, which looks quite rusty. So again, just hoping that with a good wire brush that will clean up, amorite, that kind of stuff. So this is where the bath was. Just down in this corner, looks pretty rotten as well. So again, more boarding that needs to come up. I mean, it's all dry now, fortunately. But yeah, look at that, it's just peeling, literally just peeling off. So there's a ballast there, ballast underneath. That's something else that I'm planning on removing, and just putting down some concrete slabs there, slightly raised off the floor, just allow the water to flow beneath, and improve drainage through the boat. That was suggested to me by a guy at Napton Marina, actually. Was having a chat with him. He'd seen the channel and just come over and said hello. So that's a really fantastic thing to happen, I thought. Dave, his name was. So yeah, hopefully we'll bump into him again at some point. Got his number, so sure to sort of update each other on where we are. He just purchased the boat, so yeah, made that suggestion. Sounds ideal. So it's probably something that I'll pursue. So just moving into the sort of main sort of saloon area, I think it's called. Yeah, it's all pretty much the same. I brought this desk down just for help with working, that kind of thing. And yeah, just got stuff scattered around, really. Definitely drying out. I don't know if that's sort of come through on the camera. But yeah, it's much better than what it was. and hopefully now that it is dry, I'll make some temporary repairs onto the boat for the roof, just to try and maintain, you know, keeping it dry. Of course, it's just really waiting on the survey. If that's fine and the hole's in good order, then it's kind of game on, you know, let's go, let's get sort of moving and stuff. So I'm kind of just holding off a bit. Don't want to go too nuts, sort of, you know, going crazy on it and then find that, you know, the hole's not quite what it should be, and it's, you know, worst case scenario, a disaster, and, you know, it's just not viable for me to kind of continue. So hopefully that's not the case, but, you know, just, I know it sounds a bit negative, but I want to, you know, just, it's only a few more weeks away, and, you know, we'll have a real good understanding of the boat underneath, where it can be accessed anyway, and we'll go from there. But yeah, there's the stove looking a little bit sorry for itself again. I did clean all that up to start with, but, you know, in my haste to bring the boat back, but, you know, yeah, probably a bit too soon. But anyway, it's all drying out. I've just literally removed some wood up here, and there was some wire wool there that seems to have just totally perished, and God knows what. But yeah, all due to water. Wet, damp wood there. It's just nasty, wet. Some more up there. It's just falls away. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is. But yeah, some wire wool was just sort of pushed in there. There's all the cabling from the boat. It's all been cut off down at the sort of business end where the utility batteries would be. I did ask Tomo, the guy that fixed the engine, to just isolate, well, just cut it all off, get rid of it all. I'm going to replace all that over the course of time. I have also since added some bilge pumps, so just one down here, sort of where water collects, and sort of connected that up to a little auxiliary battery, as well as an automatic bilge pump in the stern, and just sort of being charged up by a small solar panel, as you can see there. So everything seems to be running okay. I've done that probably about 4 weeks ago, to be honest, just before I moved the boat, just to obviously peace of mind that the battery's not going to run low and keep it charged, obviously. So yeah, it's just really been focusing on the logistics of moving the boat in line with the cruiser license that I have. Obviously we can sort of stay put for up to sort of 14 days, so yeah, just need to keep moving the boat, which I've done. I did intend to sort of film some of that, but I was with my wife and our dog, and it just didn't really lend itself to filming, really. So yeah, I might kind of move the boat, but yeah, this is the outside of the boat here. Oh yeah. And yeah, it just needs a good lick of paint, really. But yeah, it's just boat just gone past and a chat saying hi. So but yeah, it's all looking far better now, the sun's shining. So yeah, a bit of external view of the boat, some of the lovely scenery that we have here along the Oxford Canal. It's absolutely beautiful today. So yeah, just a quick zoom around just to see where we are. So yeah, it's kind of what it's all about, really, being on the boat. Lovely weather. So yeah, it's a quick update, but like I said, really didn't get a chance to sort of film much on moving the boat, just purely because yeah, just the dog working the locks, just getting the boat moved, and yeah, it was just chaotic at times, or as much as it's meant to be tranquil and chilling. Yeah, moving through Banbury was quite tough because there's so many people there. It was quite tight manoeuvring the boat, and yeah, kind of got a bit of pressure, but yeah, we got it through. Had a bit of a scuff on the boat, but yeah, the wind was sort of gusty that day, but yeah, we moved it. But yeah, all part of the fun, the journey, I guess. But yeah, come the 10th of June, kind of know a little bit more about what's going on with the boat. So just jumped on top of, I did notice the other day while we was in the lock, the boat was sort of down the bottom, I was sort of at the top operating the gate, and just looking down on the roof, I kind of noticed that this looked a little bit sort of split in places. It doesn't really see it, you can't really see it, sorry, from sort of this angle, but when you sort of look from above, sort of bird's eye view, you can kind of like see it. I'll see if I can, I filmed it, so I'll edit that in, but yeah, I've just got some Gorilla duct tape, so I just thought that maybe I could just sort of patch this area up as a super temporary purpose, just to try and remove any additional leakage in. You can kind of see it sort of like just on the very edges there as well, so I would imagine that that's where the water's getting in. It's always the same up here as well, in the what would be above the sort of bathroom area, so yeah, it's looking pretty shoddy, so yeah, probably need some fiberglass work or something along that nature. So just going to clean up this area as much as I can. It's definitely been patched. I don't know what this stuff is, but it does seem quite sort of permanent, temporary type fixings, I suppose. So and underneath that there's a previous repair, so yeah, definitely something that's been ongoing for a while. Like I was saying before, definitely gaps down this side of this stuff, and across here as well, so yeah, I don't know, need to investigate that further, I think. But yeah, I think this duct tape again is going to look naff, I think. I've got like a little chisel or something on board. I'll see if I can clean it up best I can. I might have to come back tomorrow and do it a little bit better, but yeah, if I just start to maybe clear some of that paint and just try and create a some kind of preventative measures, I suppose, I don't know, but yeah, yeah, it needs a lot of tidying up, a lot of work, but again, it's what it's all about. Yeah, I just need to get the hull done, like I keep saying. Once that's been confirmed okay, I can start just chipping away and keeping just, you know, getting the boat back, really. Definitely all doable. So just done a loose scrape with the chisel. It was just a bit of a like this, and it kind of pulled all the loose bits away, and you can see that there's a huge kind of split just there. So I've just got some Gorilla tape, just for now, really, just to try and seal it. It's not the permanent job, obviously, but yeah, it looks like maybe, I don't know, I might get away with some fiberglass along the edges, but yeah, it'd be a case of just stripping it back, I suppose, and seeing what falls apart, and just fixing it then, really. See how we go. But yeah, there's a lot of tidying up to do, but yeah, I was just going to just put some of this Gorilla tape on there for now, and then just maybe try and stop a bit of water getting in. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit Heath Robinson, I guess, but it's the best thing I can think of right this moment, just to you know, like I say, get the whole survey done. That's good. Then, you know, it's worth investing some more money and time in getting things back to how they should be. But yeah, a great day on the canal, fantastic day. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'll let you, well, sort of film a little bit of when I'm finished and see how it looks. So living up to the name, Patchwork Peggy and a narrowboat on a budget, there's my very temporary kind of patchwork to try and prevent some leakage in. How well that's going to stick, I don't know, but we'll see. hopefully it's just prevent a little bit of water getting in. Now things are dried out a bit, but yeah, I've just kind of swept along the edges inside the boat here, just removed loads of dirt and debris and God knows what. So yeah, another bit of work there done. But yeah, it's just bit of patching up required. So just while on the boat today, I'm just checking the battery to see if there's any parasitic drain, I think it's called. So I bought a cheapo multimeter, and it looks as though there is some drain going on, which is 4.11 amps, I think. So based on the current status of the boat, that's either the alternator or the starter motor. So I'm not sure if 4 amps is an acceptable drain. I'll have to investigate that. But yeah, it's just something that I'm having to do, is just disconnect the battery each time I move. Yeah, it's not too much of an inconvenience, but you know, better off just coming along and sort of starting off, I guess. Also just acquired a little hand pump and thought I'd drain out some trays that are under the engine. I don't know if you can see those, but yeah, they're not the cleanest, to be honest. It seems that one of them is full of oil, which I recall now the previous mechanic drained the engine oil into them. So yeah, I've stopped the pumping out and bunged in an oil sort of spill kit thing to hopefully soak that up. But yeah, it's not great, is it? I had a bit on there, so I've wiped that up, and yeah, I'm sending rainbows down the canal with oil spills anyway. So so yeah, just sort of done that quick test, 4.1. So just done a little bit more investigating, and it looks as though it's the alternator that's causing the drain. Not really got, I'll sort these wires out a little bit. I'll be able to show you. Right, so gosh. So if I just connect that onto that, onto the earth terminal, you can see that the reading's gone up to 4.1 amps. And if I remove the brown cable, which is here and connects just below the red down there, not quite sure what that lead is, but again, bit of research hopefully. Pop that back on the earth and nothing. So looks as though it's that brown cable on the alternator that's draining the power. So yeah, just connected back the brown battery again and back to the earth, and 4.1. So yeah, they're the settings that I'm using as googled. So yeah, hopefully that's correct. But yeah, that looks as though it's the alternator that's draining the battery. The only thing now is that I seem to have lost the bolt to put all the cables back on, but found another one, I think, if it fits. Yep, it does, so that's lucky, because I'm not sure whether the previous one's gone in the drink. But yeah, if you got any ideas on what's draining the battery there, that brown cable, drop me a note in the comments. So all good learning as usual. So a bit of diagnostics, which is quite good. So if I can sort that out, it'll save me having to disconnect the battery each and every time I moor the boat and just come along and fire her up to move. So yeah, as always, any information is really welcome. Yeah, a lovely day here still on the canal here in Oxford, so Oxfordshire. So yeah, see how we go. But again, as always, thank you for watching the show, or the channel, I should say, show. But yeah, really appreciate it, and the comments, feedback. Yeah, really appreciated. So yeah, hopefully, like I said earlier, once I get the hull surveyed, blackened, I'll do some temporary repairs on the roof, hopefully, just to try and minimise water getting in. Yeah, we'll crack on with everything, slow but sure. But yeah, it's looking far more positive, I think, just from being warmer and the weather obviously being some wet, windy, horrible days that we've had while on the boat. But yeah, all good stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you next time.